All right. Yeah. So my name is Preston Theissen. I am the co-founder of a responsible knitwear brand called Dinadi. We're a Swedish brand, but at the heart of our brand is Nepal, uh, home of the Himalayas, a beautiful country. And our journey to Nepal started when my wife and I were a little younger, had small kids, and were just questioning our life choices and thinking about what we were doing and are we living meaningful lives. And we had kids, and they were growing up in beautiful Sweden and had so many opportunities, and it was kind of contrasted when we would look around the world, especially in third world countries, and see kids who weren't offered those opportunities just because they were born in a different country. And so that whole process connected us with some friends who were living in Nepal. And they were working with an organization against human trafficking. And I think that whole conversation with them as they shared about the situation in Nepal. Nepal is one of the poorest countries in Asia. A lot of poverty, exploitation, issues with human trafficking, especially young girls being taken to brothels in India. I think those stories really gripped our hearts, and we felt like we wanted to do something about that. And so it took us to the point where in 2012 we moved to Nepal. And in 2016 we started Dinadi. And we started Dinadi as with the social mission of creating employment opportunities for women affected by poverty and gender discrimination. And so that expression came out in hand knitting. So we created Dinadi as a way to create flexible work opportunities for women. So in that way, we are, if Sai is step one in the process, we're step 2 and 3, where we're both a producer and a brand. The flexible opportunities were really focused on a few groups of people in Nepal that were having a hard time finding employment. One of those were small women who had small children, especially single moms with small children. We also work with safe homes where we are working with women who also aren't able to work full time, and also working with young girls who are trying to work their way through college and university. In Nepal, often families can't afford to send all their kids to school, and so the men or the boys are prioritized. So Dinadi was also a way for young girls to work their way, or is a young way for them to work their way through college. So they hand knit at home and come into our office once a week with their products. They get yarn for the next week, but more than that, it's also a way to create community. And so we drink tea and we play games. We usually have some sort of life skill training, but it just becomes a community, a family together. So right now we have 39 knitters and 9 office staff, and then we get all their families as well. So we also, so we create knitted sweaters, hats, mittens, scarves. We sell those to boutiques around the world. We have 70 plus stores now, mostly North America and Northern Europe, and then New Zealand as well.